What is coaching? The way I like to describe coaching is I like to contrast it with other similar professions. So let's say, for example, therapy or consulting. So let's say you came to me and you said, teach me how to swim. If I were a therapist, I might delve into your past. I might delve into certain deficits. I might ask you questions like, okay, why do you want to learn to swim? What's your relationship to swimming? Delving into your past with a view to create a better future for yourself. As a consultant, I might say, okay, here's a manual for swimming. This is how I've taught myself how to swim, or this is how I've taught clients in the past how to swim. It's more directive in nature. Follow these directions and you will swim. If I'm a coach, on the other hand, as a coach, I will say, okay, get in the water. I'm going to be right here beside you. I'm not going to let you drown. Get in the water, but I'm going to be there for you until you teach yourself how to swim. The job of a coach is to tap into the client's own resourcefulness and creativity so that the client can learn to find the solution to his or her own problems. So as a coach, I'm not just focusing on one single problem. I'm focusing on how to harness what's inside you. What are your strengths that you can harness so that you can move successfully towards a better future for yourself. Another thing that a coach does is to help a person see his or her strengths. See, the way I describe it, it's like a line, right? This is a neutral line. Below this line are weaknesses. You can focus on one's weakness, but when you take away all of the weaknesses in a person, right, that person will still end up at a neutral line. What a coach does is the coach takes you north of neutral. What are those things that a person needs to harness and tap into so that you can go north of neutral, realize your true potential? And a coach can help you define what that is for you, how to harness that potential that's within you. What are those strengths that you can tap into so that you can elevate yourself? You can elevate your life. You can lift yourself up and achieve your goals and realize the dreams that you're dreaming. And wouldn't it be wonderful if we were able to do that? That's the job of a coach, to help you do that. The type of coaching that I do, I blend my coaching experience with positive psychology, which is the science of human flourishing. And positive psychology gives us pathways where we can move ourselves north of a neutral position so that we can gain better outcomes for ourselves in our lives. And this could be applied in several different contexts, in one's personal life, in one's professional life, out in one's community, and also towards oneself. There are a few instances where it might be beneficial for a coach to provide some additional perspective to a client. So typically a coach doesn't give advice, and that's a consultant's job. And the reason a coach doesn't give advice is because the advice is going to come from the coach's perspective. However, let's say one is in an executive coaching scenario where a coach has been specifically hired to help a professional become better at his or her job. In that case, it might be asked of the coach to impart some of the coach's expertise to this person. How to manage a team better, for example, or how to manage one's time better, how to manage one's energy better. So where there is certain domain expertise that is called for, that can certainly become part of the arrangement where the coach can switch hats between consultant and coach to help the client realize the benefit to the fullest extent possible.